What's up, guys? I'm back with a patch notes video, version 1.37, the autumn update. I haven't read these yet. I actually just got off streaming and then realized patch notes are out, so let's do a quick video here. I still have my bit jar on. I still have the other things on because I was so confused here. I'll turn them all off so it looks fancier. Let's get into it. Patch notes, the headlines, Farmstead. Wasteland and Starbase gone. Rest in peace. If you didn't watch my beautiful video, Wasteland and Starbase are no longer with us. They'll still be around, obviously, in other playlists and all that, so you can still play them. They're called Arctagon and Badlands, I believe. So keep that in mind. Let's not read the headlines. That actually gives away some surprises, so let's just move forward. New content. Farmstead is now available as a seasonal arena in all playlists. Wasteland and Starbase Arc are now redesigned as standard arenas. Now, Farmstead is supposed to be seasonal. I hope it's not. I hope they change that up, or at least make another version of Farmstead when they get out of that seasonal rotation, because it would be kind of like crappy if we lose one of the maps because of just the season of the fall. So hopefully we get like a snow version or something, or who knows. But that map looks really, really fun, so I can't wait to play on that. I love the fall weather and all that stuff, so it should be good. And there's cows on it, my favorite animal, so pretty cool. They might be cardboard, but they're real to me. Wasteland Starbase, though, are redesigned to standard arenas, as we can see here. It's now standard. This doesn't look standard. I guess it does look standard. Okay, it's going to be hard. Like, it's always my brain thinks it's going to be curved, but it's not. So they're both going to be standard arenas, so at least they're not gone completely. So there's that. But yeah, previous versions called Badlands and Arctagon. I love the name Arctagon. Good job. Good job with that. They'll be in Rumble, private matches, and offline. And then DFH Stadium Day. That looks really nice. They've shown pictures before. Just go check it out. Champions Field Day. That also looks really nice. And Manfield Snowy. Snowy arena variants will return to casual and competitive playlists during the holiday season. So it is seasonal. They didn't say it was seasonal in the last time we talked, but it is seasonal. Sad, but they're coming back, which is nice because I love snowy things. I want them all year round. I mean, it's not sunny all year round sometimes. Sometimes it rains. So, you know. Or sometimes there's storms. It's not always stormy. Why are those around all the time, Sonics, huh? Huh? Bastards. Anyway, player banners are now new customization items displayed in the main menu and during goal replays, as we can see down here. Little thing down there. Some player banners have customizable background colors, while others may have an animated background, and we've seen some of these as well in previous updates. Some player banners may drop with a painted attribute. Okay, so now we can get, it's another whole new item that you can put, and it will also show while you're scoring goals and stuff. Player banners will be available as common items after any match, while others will be rare and very rare. Very similar to all types of items. I actually got to see a lot of these banners when I was at Psyonix, and a lot of these seem pretty cool. So there is a good amount of them. There is a lot of them, so you won't have to worry about always using your new Season 5 rewards or whatever. I guess we're in Season 5, right? The rewards with those banners that are now either the dragons or without the dragon, and it's just the icon. And then there's more than 90 free items added to the drop rate, including player banners listed above. And so I've seen a lot of these items too. I wasn't sure exactly which ones are coming where, but there was a lot of cute items. And I think that might be because the Switch is coming out soon. There's a lot of cute things coming. Like they teased a pumpkin spice latte topper. There's like an avocado one, and there's things like that. A bunny as well. Accelerated crate has been added. Community flags. John Salmon and Wolfless got community flags, so good on them. I assume that means it's an F2 flag. I honestly have no idea. Unless they have some other thing. Who knows? So good on them. Getting some community flags in there. They haven't been really doing those as often lately, but I'm glad to see some more guys in there. Makes sense. There's no Neat Mike. Neat Mike's channel might be a little bit too rated R for Psyonix's standards. Changes and updates. Players can now change to another custom training pack while playing a custom training pack. So that's nice. They did say the custom training was like its first form, and they were going to work on it. They still haven't done that yet, so I'm still waiting until there's additional things in the custom training. So we're still waiting on that, but that's okay. They have other things too. Stick sensitivity has been added to the controls menu. At the default value of 1, your controller will behave as before. Your analog stick input is multiplied by these values. Increasing that makes your controller more sensitive at the cost of some fine-tuned control. Kind of like Dead Zone, but it's a little bit different. Like you'll turn, I guess, sharper based on how small you go. At the maximum value of 10, your controller behaves like keyboard steering, turning at maximum speed from any stick tilt. Okay, so you'll be more keyboard-like. By just doing a tiny bit left, you'll actually go all the way left. And that's one reason why we always talk about controllers are better than keyboards is keyboards have a 0 or 1 value, while controllers have 0 through 100 value of turn and radius and all that stuff. So some players like that, though, and want to play that way. So if you like it, go for it. Camera transition speed option has been added to the camera menu. Increasing this value makes your camera blend between ball and player cam more quickly. Yeah, sometimes like when you toggle it, you kind of swerve to it. Like it takes like, I don't know, like a tenth of a second or maybe a little bit more than that, but now it'll be even quicker if you want it to be. Always show nameplates option has been added to the gameplay menu. I like that. When enabled, this option will prevent other players' nameplates from being hidden even at long distances. I like that a lot because sometimes it's just the dot and that can blend in into the map if you're not paying close enough attention. So I do like the idea of this. We'll see how it plays out. The one problem is really long names. Like if you can see them from all the way down the field, could get distracting. But I think for depth perception things, I think this will actually help a lot. This might help a lot of players. I would probably turn them on first, see how you like it, and then go back if you don't. All cars are now using one of the standardized presets for handling and hitbox introduced in the anniversary update. So that's like the Octane or the Dominus or the Plank or the Hybrid. Those are all kind of the handling and hitbox variants. I think there's only 4. So I guess all cars have been tweaked slightly to get to that area. So basically all the cars are basically the same in those categories. Octane with Marauder and all that stuff would be exactly the same car. So same with, I guess, Merc, unless they made a taller hitbox. But I think that would mean Merc and Octane would be the same, unless they have a different category for the super big cars. But I'm not sure. Main menu has been redesigned. As a redesigned blog UI, the blog is now collapsible. The blog will auto-expand if new news has been added since your last play session. That's really cool, because if you have it minimized most of the time, then when something new pops up, it'll be like, oh, there's something new. Let's read it. Compared to, oh, this box is always here. It's only useful 1% of the time. I'm just going to ignore it actively. So now you'll be able to see it pop back out, and that might help you get some of the news. More information about live esports events is now included. That's always cool. We like when there's more RLCS stuff on there. So the new play menu, sub-menu, consolidates all offline and online play modes into one section. I got to sneeze. It's coming. It hasn't come yet. So that's cool. Exhibition and season modes can now be found under playing local. Also, LAN is in there. Excuse me. All right. Stats, leaderboards, and league ranks are now found under the career submenu. All right. Just a little bit of changing up there. Just clean it up a bit. Transparent goalposts. Oh, look how sexy these look. Oh, they look so good. A new transparent goalpost. I should just add this as my desktop background. Oh, it looks great. Has been added that causes goalposts and some walls to become see-through when necessary to see the ball. All arenas but Rocket Labs use this new feature, so that's pretty nice. Now, I wonder, does that include like Arctagon and Badlands? I would assume it doesn't, but we'll see, I guess. Transparent goalposts are enabled by default, but can be toggled off to return to their previous non-transparent behavior. So if you don't like it for some odd reason, you can turn it off, but I bet most people will like it. I'm glad it is a default option because it's very important and it helps a lot. To disable, uncheck the transparent goalposts, yada yada. Audio. Introduction of sound ducking in the audible items of the garage. When browsing custom items with audio, goal explosions and boost in-game background audio music volume will automatically lower. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Add a delay before playing hover item sound to reduce audio spamming in garage. Okay, this doesn't really matter too much. Performance pants on general gameplay to reduce voice count on lower volume assets. You won't have to worry about this too much. It's pretty much fine. All right, director camera, the beta. This is something I'm really excited for. It's a new spectator camera that's supposed to probably simulate how we kind of switch between player cams now and auto cam and all that stuff. So a new spectator camera option called director has been added. It's an AI controlled camera mode that predicts shots, goals, saves, and cuts to the best player to view the frame of action. So we're hoping that this doesn't cut too often because that would be very jarring, but if we get to see more action, that would be really, really cool. Maybe we'll use it for RLCS if it is good enough. I assume at start it won't be. It's a beta, and it'll learn, and Silence will learn, and we'll get it to a good place. Here's the Season 5 rewards. These are the ones without the dragon, because everyone complained about the dragons, but they still have the dragon ones as well. So this is the first season that a Grand Champ reward has been given out as an item. It was always titles before, so keep that in mind. The only other time would be Season 1 was the Platinum Crown, which you can consider Grand Champ item. So keep that in mind. Competitive Season 5 is ended. Receiving the Season 5 reward player banners is also contingent upon successful completion of season reward levels. So you had to be champion, but then you had to win your 12 games in champion. And you get the dragon and the normal ones. Season 6 brings a soft reset. Now, that's in quotes. That requires you to do placement match in each playlist to recalibrate. So, okay, so winning half your placement match will land you near your previous season ranking. Rank requirements have been updated to distribute more players into Platinum tier and higher, and to reduce the amount of players in Bronze 1. Okay, so you might actually get a little bit more of a bump. League rankings will be temporarily empty until players complete their placement matches. So, this basically means it's not much of a reset at all. And this is what I was worried about for, like, say, the pros who complain all the time. They're just going to get Grand Champ after their 10 games. What I think it's happening is maybe your variance gets reset. They don't even say that, so it might not even be that as well, where it'll pretend like you've played 0 games, and so you'll be able to move up and down a little bit more. We'll see. The placement matches will be important a little bit. I still want to see how those play out, but I have a feeling most people are going to go back to their same ranks, and people will complain once again because it's not much of a reset. I was hoping that everyone would be reduced a little bit, and there would be a race again to the Grand Champion, but when they were talking about it as in a soft reset and that you have to do placement matches, they never did say that you would lose some ranks. So the pros are probably going to be complaining about that a bit, but oh well. What can you do? Local match. This is awesome. The LAN mode. Steam only for right now. It's not on the consoles. Players on Steam can now host and join LAN matches directly through the play menu. Host local lobby to create a LAN server, and then other players can join on your network. Find local lobby to browse, obviously. So you don't need internet. This is good for live events. Then people don't have to worry about having internet at venues, and they can just play by connecting everyone together. LAN lobby creators hosting the match on their computer using Alt-Tab and full screen mode or taking other actions on the computer may affect server performance. Using a spectator PC to host lobby for LAN events is recommended. So you should have your own kind of standalone PC and then have everyone else join, even spectators join there, and have them stream from those. Not necessarily the one that is doing all the work, because you want that one to be as good as possible. Known issues. Starbase Arc has a few textures that aren't rendering correctly at map start. These textures should correct once a match begins. Oh, this is interesting. We haven't seen like a known issues thing before a patch comes out. So I guess Starbase having a couple problems. Xbox One may crash in main menu if opening and closing too many menus quickly. Okay, so that's something that they have to work on. There's been a lot of problems, I feel like, on Xbox One. I feel like the console is having a hard time handling this game. So Xbox players probably won't be too happy, but what can you do? Bug fixes. Bumping and demolition updates. Fix an issue where car collisions could be incorrectly handled depending on the order the physics engine processed them in. So hopefully this fixes them. I feel like they always tweak these demolitions here and there, but it never has been perfect. So we'll see going forward. Fix an issue where demolition bumps could be incorrectly handled depending on the depth of its bumper penetration into the other car's collision. So hopefully this helps out and we get more accurate bumps and demolitions, because it's always frustrating when you're going supersonic and you don't get the demolition and you bump them but they don't go anywhere and you just wind up losing all your speed. So hopefully that fixes it. Ball indicator on Champs Field has been fixed. I know a lot of people have that problem. I never had that problem. I guess it was based on your video settings, so you'll be able to see the white circle on the bottom as much as possible. Restored Batmobile to its pre-anniversary update based on community feedback. So this is called the Cookseer patch. Basically, the Batmobile was acting a little funny with its suspension and all this stuff, so everything's going back to how it was. So that's good for cooks and whoever else uses the Batmobile and liked it that way. The Steam controller now works as intended. Okay. Party members can no longer be pulled out of a rank match. Cool. Winning player no longer receives a loss when leaving a ranked 1v1 match during an overtime goal replay. Oh, I never knew that. So, because you could never, like, leave correctly. I think you had to, like, forfeit or something. I don't know. It was weird. So that's good to know in 1v1. Entering free play while joining an online match no longer prevents players from joining an online match. Okay. So that's good too. Xbox One crash fixes, which is great. Fixed a performance issue related to a few achievements, and fixed an issue where VSync was not being properly disabled, even when checked off in the video options. So if you're having some input lag, this might help you if you had VSync off. VSync generally provides more input lag by making the game a little bit more smoother instead. So pretty much always turn that off. You'll get some tearing, but it's better than having some input lag. So if you haven't turned it off, please do. And that's it for the patches. So most of this is items and all that stuff. So it's going to be hard to collect all these items. And the crate, obviously, they haven't talked about the items in the crate. So we're still trying to see. We've only heard of like 5 items so far. So maybe I'll have some more videos if I do get them in a close amount of time. But you'll probably see videos popping up about all these new items from other YouTubers as well. So go check it out. But new season starts. Probably by the time you see this, it'll be up. Or by the time you're done watching this video, it'll be up. So go play, go have some fun, and enjoy the new map. And we'll see you next time. Look at this cow. Look at that cow. Oh, look at the other cow. They're great. Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, guys, see you later.